What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TB Sports. Welcome to the RXFL. It is the divisional round. Oh, doing a little mic check there. It is the divisional round, the final divisional round playoff game. After this, we will know what the conference championship looks like. 3 teams have advanced. This is the final one on a Sunday night. It's the Sacramento Rumble, and you saw Justin Herbert coming out, a little bit of a, I don't know if I'd say a quarterback controversy, but Otto has been the starting quarterback of this team for the last 3 seasons, took them to the conference championship 2 years ago. Well, last week they were in danger of getting knocked out. They put in Justin Herbert in relief. He comes in second half, leads a Buffalo Bills, Houston Oilers type of comeback in the playoffs. And then there was a question going into it. Justin Herbert or stick with the guy that's been your guy for the last 3 years, knowing that as we switch over to Madden 26, we're going to be redrafting everybody. So you don't really have a loyalty here. You have a loyalty to win a championship. Your whole roster is going to be completely different. Well, they ended up making the announcement earlier in the week. They are sticking with Otto Graham, but I imagine we will be on somewhat of a short leash here. So we're going to find out what happens as John Elway steps out. 23 touchdowns, not too many touchdowns, but a whole bunch of yards, trying to get back to a league championship game. He was there as the quarterback of the Oklahoma City Bandits about 5 seasons ago. He's been here, quarterback of the London Monarchs, sharing the spotlight with Peyton Manning in London. And they're going to start things off with the give up the middle to Jerome Bettis. So happy Saturday, everybody. A busy Saturday. We have the Celebration Bowl on TV right now. We have the LA Bowl, which is my favorite college football team, Boise State, coming up a little bit later today. We have John Cena's last match. So I got to figure out watching a bowl game and then finding time to watch John Cena's last match. I want to hear what you guys are all going to be watching here today, as it's going to be a busy, busy Saturday. But getting in some RXFL playoff time with you guys right now. And as you can see in the title of this stream, we are doing a little bit of a bonus. I try to do some bonus stuff with you guys. If we can hit 50 viewers during this stream, I want to get to the 50 viewer mark, 50 people watching, don't have to comment or chat. If we get to 50 viewers, we will do the first conference championship game, either the Red League or the Blue League, whichever one it comes up on the schedule. So we'll do a second game in this stream if we hit 50 viewers. A little bit of a bonus for you guys. One final plug. Patreon.com/TVSports27, Patreon.com/TVSports27. You guys, if you're RXFL fans or fans of anything, are going to want to sign up over on Patreon. It's a great way to support the channel, but you're going to get the RXFL draft as we move into Madden 26. We're going to be redrafting the entire teams. We're going to... Ooh, that was a bad throw from Elway. It looked like Travis Kelce may have gotten tied up there. We're going to be redrafting everybody. That draft is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as going in-depth into all the rosters is going up on Patreon. We're getting ready for another Madden 26 Buccaneers video. As we pass up Week 8, we will do another contract negotiations video as Elway. Oh, my goodness. That one... just snuck that one in. We have another contracts negotiation video coming up for the Bucks. We also have we'll look at some stats as well, as we'll officially be halfway through the season. We're coming up. I am on PTO from work full time, so you're going to see a lot more daytime streaming here this week. And it's going to be coming up where we're going to be getting ready for SummerSlam on our 2K25 Universe mode as Elway takes the sack there. And with SummerSlam, it's a 2-night event, so you're going to be getting 2 Sunday Night Heat bonus matches. Those go up on our Patreon page as well. So we have a lot of big Patreon content coming your way as well. I'm going to be trying to get some more of those old school videos up on our Patreon channel from our previous channel. You've been hearing a lot of stuff in the news lately. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but YouTube has kind of introduced these AI bots to delete channels, and a lot of people are starting to get hit with stuff, and that's kind of what happened to a previous channel of mine for almost the same exact thing that I'm hearing from other people. So those old videos, I'll be re-uploading them, and they're going to go on our Patreon because there is a YouTube rule that you can't re-upload something from a removed channel, so that's why we put them up on Patreon. So if you want to relive any channel, any videos from the old days, those are going to be going up there on our Patreon page. So we'll jump into it, focus on the game now, and again, 50 subs, or not 50, well, if you want 50 people want us to hit subscribe, that'd be awesome, but 50 viewers, and we'll bring you a second game coming up right after this. Ooh, McCoy gives it to McCoy. He gets drilled. Not much for McCoy so far in this one. It's been Elway leading the charge. You're seeing at the bottom of the screen, we've had two really good playout games, including that Salt Lake City-Vancouver game that was pretty incredible. Elway, uh-oh, we might get another helicopter here from Elway. I think he just barely got back from the line of scrimmage. Columbus and Toronto also, we saw a vintage Joe Montana drive where he had to lead his team in a comeback. We've seen some pretty incredible games, but the vintage Joe Montana drive was definitely something to be seen, and you can see that in the YouTube archives here. 3rd and 9. Elway again, buying time, and almost saw that one get intercepted. So the Monarchs go all the way down the field. They'll at least get 3 points out of it. As McManus boots it through. A couple of Denver Broncos with John Elway and Brandon McManus. Of course, McManus now a Green Bay Packer, returning to Denver tomorrow. That's going to be a huge game for my Broncos to see if they can beat the Packers at home and really make themselves Super Bowl contenders. So here we go, Otto Graham. This is where eyes are going to be watching this one closely. It was a struggle last week for Otto Graham, and it was Justin Herbert that had the lead. The second half comeback again. That one is in the archives. Check out the archives on YouTube. It's there. Otto Graham, is he on a short leash? Will we see Herbert in there again? Graham. And he looks extremely good on that play. I gotta check. Let's check the injuries real quick, because Randy Moss got injured in the game last week. Is he playing here today? It looks like he is. Malik Harrison is out for the Rumble, and Jackson Powers Johnson, what a name. So that's a heck of a start, especially here at home for Sacramento, for the fans to maybe put them at ease a little bit.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Winner moves on to the conference championship. It would be the second conference championship appearance for Sacramento, who went 2 years ago. You guys remember that infamous year, the very first season of the RXFL. Sacramento, they were quite far ahead of everybody. They were, I think, 6-2 or 7-1 at one point, and then they lost every game to finish out the year, finished at 500, 8-8. The committee still put them in on a 6-game losing streak, and they made it all the way to the conference championship. Graham completes another one out there to Ridley.
Confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Saquon Barkley. Oh, man, that was a tough play to make, but if he got a little more wide on that juke, he's probably walking into the end zone.
looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offense.
It was the Tampa Bay Mutiny that the Rumble rather knocked off Sacramento Rumble. And of course, in the wild card round, it was the London Monarchs. I'd say, I don't know, they're 10-7. I don't know if I'd say a bit of an upset, but Andrew Luck, Jerry Rice, the Memphis Maulers. A lot of people, they had quite a good year, and a lot of people had them pegged as going far. The Monarchs took them out. I think London, they probably just stayed here rather than go back home. They played in Memphis, and they had to travel all the way to Sacramento. They'd be on the road one more time to make it to the conference championship. Graham under duress, and they threw that one safely. Threw it where it wasn't going to be picked off, but at least got it out there where maybe somebody can make a play on it. So 3rd and 4 for the Rumble. Graham. Oh my goodness. Jackson nearly had that one. And that's one where the fans maybe holding their breath and kind of looking at Justin Herbert. And it's going to be interesting to see as we go into Madden 26. Is any team's going to take Justin Herbert off of this appearance? Anybody that maybe made some ground that maybe a team's going to look at and, you know, grab them as a starter next year? This is a Legends League, but it does mix in the current players, of course, because it is Madden. All the players are in the game. So opening drives, a pair of field goals.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen.
Ooh, McCoy.
They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road
Got
again.
backed right up for a loss of 2. Charles Woodson you see in there.
Going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
3rd down and 12. Elway going for a 50-50 ball, and it is caught by Addison.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
We saw these guys
43 yards. Wow, on a 50-50 shot.
Put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Who's that in coverage? Aqib Talib. You do not see Aqib Talib get beat in coverage like that very often.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy.
And McCoy squeezes through. And that's going to be his best run of the day. As you see 5 carries for 13 yards. I'm pretty sure that was for 13, which means the past 4 carries all went for nothing.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point.
Out to Knox. Oh, they're going to mark it 2nd and inches.
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd.
You got to go back to McCoy in this one, I would think, right? They're going to line up in the gun, but probably looking at McCoy, heavy stacked line. No, Elway's going to throw it. Look at this, a very similar play, and it is a touchdown to Tim Brown, and our first score as time ticks down for quarter number 1 here in the divisional playoffs of the RXFL.
And that one good for 6 points.
And for the Monarchs, this is something we've talked about the last couple of years. The Monarchs had a playoff run a few years ago as well. It's been about the London Bulldogs, now the Ghost Riders in London. They had all the hype, the dream team, pegged to win it all. Season 1, didn't make the playoffs, went to the championship season 2. eliminated here, Season 3 in a blowout fashion. The Monarchs have kind of been, and that always happens when you have the two teams in one city. We have two Chicago teams, two London teams. You always get the one team that's kind of looked down upon as the second team. And that's been the Monarchs here. And if they can get to a conference championship or get to a title game, it would be a long way of changing that thought process of the people. Good return out to the 36.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Just a lone field goal.
So pressure goes back to Otto Graham again. Short leash, benched, and Saquon Barkley with another excellent run.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive.
X-Factor time for Saquon.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Waiting for some blocks. There you go, Saquon.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And the play calling right now excellent for the Sacramento Rumble.
Last two plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the
Back to the air, Graham. Right on the money for Tony Gonzalez. That's a guy, a legend in pro football that would love to make it to a championship game. Never got to experience playing in a championship game. Man, he was about 10 years too early. Imagine Tony Gonzalez on the Kansas City Chiefs teams that we've seen the last couple years. Imagine Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, you know, the whole group, Tyreek Hill, and then add Tony Gonzalez into that mix. People still talk about Tony Gonzalez in high regard. He'd be talked about even higher if he was on these Chiefs teams. Just 10 years too soon.
Just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley lowering the shoulder.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Again, reminder, 50 views. If we hit 50 viewers, we're going to bring you the conference championship game coming up here. There's a little bonus for you guys. You help support the channel, we'll bring you extra content. There's a touchdown. They're going to give it to him. I'm a giver. You guys support the channel, I give you bonus stuff. You support the Patreon, I give you bonus content. TV Sports, handing it all out. We got other stuff down below, the Ko-Fi links. We got Streamlab links as well down below. Uh-oh. Ooh, a little too much on that, and the kick hits the upright. As soon as that started shaking, I thought, oh boy. And we've seen a lot of games come down, as you can see down below. Columbus-Toronto was a 1-point game. We had a touchdown game between Salt Lake City, where that came down to 1 score. So that 1 point could be interesting.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Let's go!
Here's Elway to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw is Elway.
Elway out of the pocket. Oh, he might have an opening. No.
Stopped here a few yards yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Decision time for the Monarchs is a 1-point game, so they're going to kick this one away. 10-9. Boy, I gotta watch my kicks. We're kind of all over the place here.
Returnable now for Woodson. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And there's Saquon Barkley, 53 yards on the ground so far. Obviously, you guys know what he can do in real life. Kind of helped lead the Eagles to a Super Bowl a year ago. So far, these routes across the field pretty easy to come by for both the Rumble and the Monarchs.
See, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Remains to be seen if this will be the final drive of this quarter or not.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
If they play it the right way, they can wind this one down, maybe take the lead going into the half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round.
60 yards. Saquon on pace right now. Play action to Saquon. Otto Graham. Who needed a little more air, and you're looking at a touchdown. That one ended up going right into coverage, but you get a little more air under that one. They're looking good. Screen pass gets blown up by the Monarchs.
The screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly.
And now on 3rd down with those 2 incompletions, you took the ball out of Saquon's hands as far as running plays go.
3rd down from the gun, Graham.
There's Warfield. We have not heard. Oh, what a juke by Warfield. I thought he's going down. I was about to say we haven't heard from Randy Moss yet today, but Paul Warfield. I think Randy Moss did throw the block down the field. Let's look at the replay.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high flying plays, but a good number.
Yeah, that was Randy Moss down the field.
In their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays. Run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
They are going to go for 1 right now at some point. If this one stays close, that 2-point conversion is going to be coming. But for right now, 16-10 in the divisional round. And then we'll be down to the final 3 games in Madden 25. We'll retire Madden 25, move on to Madden 26.
Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. London about set to take over on
and then it'll be the RXFL on Madden 26, the Buccaneers, my Tennessee series on College Football 25, a season or 2 more of Utah on NCAA 14. Of course, we got WWE. And I want to get back into baseball at some point. I want to do some baseball stuff again. I almost picked up MLB The Show 25 because it was like $20 for Black Friday. But I spent my money on getting Madden 26, and then the Black Friday sale was over before I knew it. I would really love a way, and I know it's not authentic, pure baseball, but the Show 26 is coming out. Can they give us an option to have a shorter season mode? Because I want to dive back into franchise mode. Maybe tweak some stuff. Elway's going to run it here. But it's just doing 162 games. There's no way you can do that. And they don't give you the option to just do like a 29-game season. So you end up having to simulate a bunch of games. And when you're only playing like 20 games, like what would be a standard football season, then you're simming 140 other games, you're simming basically 90% of the season. So if you went 19-2 or something playing games, you can still be a 60-win team and miss the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, it's.
We've done all year that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional.
So that'd be a nice option to add. I know the older games have that. Maybe we'll play an older baseball game. And I know the stats would be all crazy. You know, you'd be looking at someone with 10 home runs being the home run leader or something, but I don't know. It'd be an interesting, different baseball rules. At least give us the option. I don't know why they don't give us the option. EA is the same thing for the hockey games. They don't let us do less than 82 games. Boy, Elway. Sacramento's going to take a timeout. They want to try to get the ball back.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on
The 3rd and 12 for the Monarchs. And Elway hits Knox for the second time today. And nobody takes a timeout now.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. From down at the 12.
Both teams just going to kind of see how this one plays out at the end of the second half. First half, rather, second quarter. And now the Monarchs will take a timeout.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Elway trying to use those feet a lot. Not really finding anybody open. Trying to make plays with his feet, but it's been well scouted so far by this Rumble defense.
Looking to throw. Elway forced out to his left.
And Elway, well, that one was not scouted. Compliment them, and the Monarchs make them pay.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes.
This is for the lead, extra point and the lead.
But I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope.
There you go. There's the 1 point lead, that extra point. That gives the Rumble 2 timeouts. They'll probably get the ball with just under 30 seconds after this kick return. I wouldn't say Otto Graham has played poorly at all. So any question marks about who should be the starter, they're not creeping up just yet.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Graham oh, no, they're going to say incomplete. I think you maybe could have argued about a fumble. I think there were a couple of football steps made, football moves. You absolutely could have argued that was a fumble. Graham looking for Randy Moss. That's a pretty safe move when you're trying to pick up a whole bunch of yards in a short amount of time.
So they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Graham going to set up to throw.
That was hit. Otto Graham was hit, and it is a 3 and out, and not a whole bunch of time, but it's interesting here because the Monarchs will get at least a shot or two. Well, just one shot now, 4 seconds left.
7 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Game says QB Neal. We gotta, come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready ready for their next drive.
Let's see what kind of arm Elway has.
Play of the half. It's Elway. On the run, he'll let
Okay.
this deep right side.
Ooh, 82 coming across.
Couldn't connect.
Oh my God, he was coming in with a head of steam. If he had caught that and kept rumbling,
Round matchup. That's what's in you back.
ooh, that would have been interesting right there.
EA Sports halftime.
All right, we hit the half divisional round. So there you see it. The winner will go on to host the St. Louis Rhinos, with the London Ghost Riders getting crushed and eliminated. So it's either going to be Sacramento right back here at home, or the London Monarchs can return home for a game in front of the hometown fans.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams.
So the Rumble hoping for a third consecutive playoff home game, while the London Monarchs hoping they'd be back home to take on the defending league champions. The St. Louis Rhinos have been to 2 league championships in a row, 1-1. Jim Kelly finally on his 6th try winning a pro football championship.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first
Well, here we are, guys. This is it. Second half.
football, and now the team trailing here will start.
It has been a very close, competitive game.
We know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always
Saquon Barkley still throbbing with his X Factor right now.
How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34.
So Barkley will get him to a 3rd down and 4.
We always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Boy, Otto Graham, he is playing with fire a little bit on his last couple of throws.
Almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at
A little bit of the booze coming out in Sacramento.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will.
Let me go back and look. How much are they down by? The comeback.
Work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
It was 24-10. 24-10 with 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter when the switch was made. What a beautiful throw from Elway to Travis Kelce.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Sacramento ended up winning 30-27 in overtime against the Tampa Bay Mutiny.
They were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Going with the sweep, Tim Brown tried to cut inside early.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Elway.
And Tim Brown completes the doubleheader, the double deuce.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Already in the conference championship, Jim Kelly, who is going to be waiting for him. Joe Montana is also there. Bart Starr also waiting. So you're looking at a couple of legends. Bart Starr with 2 Super Bowls, a handful of NFL championships. Joe Montana with 4 Super Bowls. Of course, Jim Kelly with his first RXFL championship and 4 AFC championships. And who's going to join him? Otto Graham, who also talked about NFL championships before the Super Bowl era, and John Elway looking for number 3. Was not part of the first 3 years of the RFL, but joined in season 4, or rather the first 2 years. He was part of the St. Louis Rhinos. No, I take that back. It was the first 3 years. Then the Rhinos joined in year 3, which Troy Aikman left and joined them. And they went out and got Elway. They went to the league championship season 4, the Oklahoma City Bandits. And there's been 4 seasons since then, and Elway trying to get back to win a 3rd. Elway looking for a 2nd rushing touchdown. Elway changing some stuff at the line. He had Jerome Bettis, and it did not work.
That's all down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Elway will throw.
Oh, and he got it to Addison. Elway put it right in there, but Addison bumped around and lost the football.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
And it's 3rd down and goal. Elway gets in there, and it is a 2nd touchdown for John Elway on the ground.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with.
8-point game now. A lot of pressure on Otto Graham.
Here's McManus now to kick it away.
Again, if we hit 50 viewers, we got a couple minutes left to get our 50 viewers. If you guys want us to stream a 2nd game, if you guys want to see us stream the conference championship, if we hit 50 viewers, we will do that right after this. 50 viewers special for the conference championship stream. Tune in. Don't have to comment. Don't have to subscribe, thumbs up, anything. Just tune in. 50 viewers, 2nd stream.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down.
See Otto Graham getting pumped up. He knows this is a pretty important drive.
Football, he's going to have a 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Graham just had to heave that one up for Randy Moss. Has Randy Moss caught anything yet today?
Because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Graham is going to run it and takes a shot, and you're seeing both Otto Graham and John Elway take some hits in this game. Both of these guys want to be in the conference championship.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Gets it out to Barkley in the flat. Saquon hits some moves, still on his feet. And Saquon Barkley comes up with a massive play. Is this going to be when they hit the 2-point conversion? At some point, they got to go for it. They get it out to Barkley again. Feeling like there's something there with Barkley on the outside.
Second down. And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen.
He's been the one-man wrecking crew so far in this one.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
And gets wrapped up on 3rd and inches.
15-yard line.
I mean, the obvious one's going to be giving it right back to Saquon here.
Where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
That was a pretty poor block by 59. Go rewind that back.
Marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Graham to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
Sacramento on the board once again as Otto Graham through all the pressure. And there definitely has not been mistakes in this game. I don't think you can question. There was a lot of thought with the wild card struggles. Do you stick with Justin Herbert knowing you're redrafting everybody in the next game anyway?
You're just a scholar all the way around.
They stuck with Otto Graham, and so far he's been playing well. For 2. And they get it. Wow, just barely.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point.
So we are tied back at 24. So after a wild card round that had a decent amount of blowouts, we started off conference championship week with a blowout of St. Louis over the London Ghost Riders, and well, our last 3 games have been extremely competitive.
Broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. London about set to take over on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around.
Final play, quarter number 3. And it's going to be a very interesting 4th quarter, guys.
For the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24-24. The winner hosts the conference championship. It'll be the Blue League championship game. The winner hosts the defending RXFL champions St. Louis Rhinos in the conference championship. Elway to run it again. Oh, and he fumbles the football. It's going to be recovered by Tim Brown.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Wow.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's
And a little kick as well. How's that not a 15-yarder? Clark breaking right through. Bringing down McCoy. Just unstoppable. Going to the ground game and back-to-back plays. Shady McCoy is stuffed. And they take the ball out of Elway's hands. From the 43, game says punted. I think we can make the kick. It's going to be a 60-yard field goal here for McManus.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. That's running out of steam.
And he fell short.
Left it just short. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
At 4th and 4, maybe London should have gone for it on 4th and 4. At the 43, feeling like McManus could hit the 60-yarder.
Yeah,
And it's the Otto Graham show. And he has a chance to be a hero in Sacramento and lead his team to a second conference championship in 3 years.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Barkley inside handoff.
Ooh, Saquon just got shoulder thrusted by Steve Atwater right into the turf.
Strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Big play, 3rd and 3.
Now it's Graham.
Quick throw from Otto Graham. Gonzalez barely got turned around, and the Sacramento Rumble are in field goal range.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Graham will throw.
Again, tosses out to Barkley. They like getting the ball into Barkley's hands on the outside like that.
That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
So Barkley is going to come out for a moment. They put Brooks in the game. And Barkley's got to catch a breather because he's had the ball in his hands about every step of the way. Now you got 3rd and 5. Barkley comes back in. 1 play rest. And Graham with the beautiful touch pass. Just kind of lobbed it in there to Calvin Ridley. Oh my goodness, you guys. 5.5 to play. Sacramento looking for their first lead of the game. Barkley is going to be about 2 yards short.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Barkley again.
Pushes through. Saquon is in, and the Sacramento Rumble take a touchdown lead. Thank you, Brandon Godden. Got an echo in here.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think...
Ooh, I almost whiffed on it again.
He's their main guy.
Point after, right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So now we go back, and these games where we haven't really been having punts, we've been just exchanging offensive possessions, and it kind of swapped with the miss with a 60-yard kick, but we saw Joe Montana lead a vintage 4th quarter drive to give the Columbus Aviators the win. How about John Elway, one of the greatest 4th quarter quarterbacks in history? And that's going to be, well, McCoy at least got past, but that was 3 runs in a row where Shady McCoy has been hit in the backfield. Can John Elway have another vintage Elway moment, another drive in the playoffs? Elway is going to run it, looking for a block. I don't know why the game makes him dive instead of slide. Maybe the dive and the slide should be different buttons. I don't know.
Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early.
Elway looking over everything here. Pressure is on. Elway out of the pocket. Ooh, could that have been a late hit flag? Elway clearly giving himself up. John Elway's made a couple of big runs here. And back to the ground game with McCoy. Part of it, too, you're trying to wind that clock down. You don't want the rumble to have the final possession here. You want to make sure you got this final possession. And then the question is going to be, if they do score, do you go for the 2-point conversion? We've seen teams not do that, and the results of that earlier in the playoffs. They let the time wind all the way down. Elway does get it out to Addison. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, does Sacramento think about start taking timeouts here? Maybe they do that on the back half of the 2-minute warning here to try to think about getting the ball back.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time, all three times.
Here we go, guys. 2 minutes.
First and 10 now.
I don't think we're going to hit our goal for a second stream. Maybe we'll jump on later, but we'll take a little break after this one.
Operating from the gun. Elway. Over the middle here to Brown.
If you're Sacramento, you may possibly think about letting, I don't know, do you let them score? You have the lead, so it's not like you have to get the ball back. But there's the thought of the 2-point conversion. And they give it to McCoy. Oh my God, McCoy lost the football. Elway had it, and that is about the 4th time that McCoy has gotten the football in this 4th quarter, and he got stuffed. They're going to review it. I guess it's going to be a matter of yards. Yeah, McCoy was down, so. But Clark has been all up in McCoy's face today.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go.
Now it's
Elway. That one was nearly the game clincher.
Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face.
4th and 2. This is the game.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Elway.
Elway runs it, and he has the first down.
First down yardage.
These are running back numbers.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing.
Elway's done it all with his feet here today.
Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Flushed out right.
Travis Kelce, touchdown for the London Monarchs. And they're signaling for 2.
And the Monarchs are
The Monarchs are signaling for 2. Now we saw in the divisional round, Salt Lake City and Vancouver an extra point, and it ended up costing a team. London is going for the dagger.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
tomorrow. All right, now a big
two-point conversion. And it's picked off. It is picked off. And Sacramento, who needed a two-point conversion to make up for a missed extra point, suddenly finds themselves up by one. Elway was looking for Tim Brown in the back of the end zone. And now they have to go for the onside kick.
Over a minute to play. This becomes a make or break onside kick.
McManus.
And it looks like this one.
And they had a shot at it, you guys. They had a shot.
A tough one there. They certainly
There's still 3 timeouts for the Monarchs.
have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you know,
Sirianni looks shocked right now.
stops on defense, all hope is
It was
lost.
Sirianni, right?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4.
Well, you need 3 stops.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right?
1 first down, and the Rumble are hosting a conference championship. Ooh. Saquon's eyes lit up right there. And yeah, you can't do anything crazy. You run it a 3rd time. First down, hosts them a conference championship. Anything less than that, and the Monarchs and the Sacramento Rumble will host the St. Louis Rhinos in the conference championship game.
Their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the redemption of Otto Graham.
Escape with a 1-point victory.
Last year, conference championship, London Ghost Riders, Austin Armadillos, St. Louis and San Francisco.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
And how about this finish? Able to take a
In Season 1, Sacramento, they were part of the Red League.
by 1 point. You talk about
They traveled
every coach we talked to, they all said the same.
to Toronto. It was Otto Graham and Lamar Jackson. People called it the greatest quarterback duel in RXFL history. That was in the Red League. And in the Blue League was Sacramento, St. Louis. Well, Season 1, or excuse me, it was Portland and St. Louis in Season 1. 2 years later, Sacramento is back. St. Louis is back. This time they are both in the Blue League.
Even before you play the conference championship game.
And once again in the divisional round. It was in Season 1 in the divisional round when the Monarchs got knocked out by the Toronto Huskies. John Elway, he's got to wait another year to get back. Let's look at the stats real quick. What was an excellent game. We didn't hit our 50 viewer goal, so we're going to be ending this stream right now. But now we know the conference championships. Excellent performance from both, but it came down to a decision you can question. Elway had 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. We saw both sides of it. We saw in the Salt Lake City Vancouver game the decision to not go for 2, to play for overtime and what happened, and then we saw the decision to go for the win, although they did have a chance on defense to come up with a stop. But the Sacramento Rumble are back, and they will host the St. Louis Rhinos. Who would have thought Sacramento, 3 playoff home games they ended up with, the Sacramento Rumble and the St. Louis Rhinos on one side. On the other side, the Salt Lake City Fury and the Columbus Aviators. It's going to come down to this, guys. 3 games left in the RXFL Season 3. We hope you'll join us. Thanks for tuning in for this one. We'll see you later on. We might jump on later on tonight. We'll see. It's a busy night, so no promises, but we're wrapping this one for right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys.